moments have changed the world.
Hello, and welcome back to the world of assassination and the trending contracts. And today's contract, Hitman Modern Warfare 2 Part 3. And it's set in Chongqing, and the contract ID is up on the screen now for anyone who wishes to have a crack at it, and of course has been supplied to us today courtesy of Contracts Agency. So on to our briefing. Hello, Hitman 47? This is Diana Burnwood from the ICA, and I want to help you. I know something about Zidane. He's working with Novikov. Novikov found out about you after Zidane started investigating him and convinced Zidane to turn on you. And as a reward, he would give him ultimate power. I know where the ICA keeps its files and client data. Chongqing, China. Kill the director Imogen Royce and board member Angus Pritchard. Good luck. So moving on to our targets, and as mentioned, we do have Imogen Royce and Angus Pritchard with no stipulations on how we dispatch them or what we wear whilst we do so. So for today's challenge, we will be starting at the facility locker room, and we're going to be bringing with us 2 vials of lethal poison along with our silenced pistol. So right from the start and off the bat, break time is over. It's time to get to work, and we need to get onto the other side of the facility and down 1 floor, which is easy enough as there are a set of stairs right here. So we're going to head to the break room or the recreation room, and we're going to pull out our phone, and we're just going to opaque the windows and the doors to that room. We're then going to turn on the ventilation system, and that will attract one of the 2 people on break in there. Let's just turn that off again, and we're just going to hide here in the storage room until they show up. This young lady is an enforcer at present. Normally not so, it's just while she's in the inquisitive mood. So once she's in position, we can then render her unconscious. We can hide her in the closet in the storage room, server room. I call it a storage room because there's lots of shelves in here that you can store things on. So once we have the young lady safely stored away, we can repeat the same procedure for the gentleman remaining in the room, and then we will be free and clear to move on. So he should be on his way out here now. As you can see, there is Imogen Royce just heading downstairs. So we kind of just missed her in a way, but that doesn't really matter. So once the gentleman has arrived, we can render him unconscious. We can hide him in the closet with his colleague. There we go. You 2 keep each other warm now. It's a metal casing. It could be quite chilly. So before we move on, we're going to add one of our lethal poisons to the ventilation system here, and then we're going to make our way around to the work area, and we're just going to opaque this window here to block out the camera. There we go, and continuing on past Imogen's office and around to the work area. We're just going to hack all 3 of the workstations here. Number 1, you can go for a break. 2, you've earned a rest, and number 3, you're useless, stop working. So once we have that done, those 3 will make their way to the recreation room, which is where we are now heading back to. We are going to stay outside though, just by the controls to the ventilation system. So they're going to make their way over here and take their breaks, and eventually Imogen will come along and realise they're not working and send them all back to their jobs. And once they are all free and clear of the room, we can then activate the air conditioning unit and poison Imogen, although we have to switch it off again very quickly afterwards, before Imogen even hits the floor preferably. So once she's alone, we're just going to turn on the poison, turn it off again very quickly, as her bodyguard will immediately enter the room and can be poisoned as well. So once we have successfully terminated Imogen Royce, we can now exit the facility via the main entrance. I believe this is the main entrance anyway. And we're going to make our way up the drain pipe to the first floor and the restaurant kitchen window. We're just going to wait for that chef there, you can see, to move away, and as soon as he does, we can duck in through the window and make our way around the counter and prepare Mr. Pritchard's meal even. We're going to add our poison to that meal, and on our way out we're going to ring the bell that's just to our right there. So we're going to ring the bell and immediately head for the window. We're going to scoot along to our right and duck back in through the bathroom window. At this point you could head for the nearest exit if you so wish. It's something I do recommend. If you hang around, you do run the risk of being caught. So we're just going to wait in the restaurant here, as for the purposes of the video I will be waiting around. And there is Mr. Pritchard's nice and fuming meal, although we do have to wait for the conversation to play out as we got here rather quickly. And so did Mr. Pritchard's meal. It usually took a lot longer to prepare than it has in this time. I'm wondering whether W.O.A have sped up the chef's movements in some way, because normally he would be quite a while before he came out here. He'd spend a bit of time actually just staring at the plate and then re-preparing the food, even though I'd already done it. But eventually the conversation does play out and Mr. Pritchard samples his meal there, and once he has demised himself, we can make good our escape, and the nearest safe exit will be the moped exit at the end of the street here. So there we go, Modern Warfare 2 Part 3 taken care of. So join us in the next episode where we will take on the next part of this series. And for now, we have confirmation we've eliminated our targets according to plan, and we got our Silent Assassin rating. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.